What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to show this interaction to you here because it speaks so much to people who ask, why do you make videos about Madden every day? Why do you show the bad with Madden? Why do you show what everyone knows is broken with Madden? Which just blows my mind. But this is why. Maximum Football, here's a screenshot I showed you. I also shared with you guys these tweets, that David Winter came out and said, listen, something that wasn't shown in that image was the snow accumulation on the field, which I responded with, would love to see that snow accumulation impact speed and agility for players. Now, you have to understand, when you're dealing with independent developers, when you're dealing with a guy like David Winter Canuck Play, for better or worse, okay, because I'm not saying the other way has its own merits, it most certainly does, but I'm not dealing with a social media filter. I'm not dealing with a creative director. I'm not dealing with a gameplay designer. I'm dealing with the person that's programming the game directly. My feedback doesn't have to go through 60 different forms of reprint before it gets to the desk of the person that's going to make the change. And I'm not saying that that's the best or worst way. I'm just saying this is the way it currently is now with his product. So when I say to David Winter, great job on putting something in the game, but I feel like you can take it in another direction as well. He takes 2 days to actually look into it and say, listen, I looked into this and what it would involve, and it turns out I can do it. So an announcement that some gaming companies would roll out on red carpet with a 30-second trailer to throw on the back of the box, he actually orchestrates from a tweet that I made, in some ways people could say complaining about what he doesn't have in the game. Because to everyone that sits there and talks about what I say about EA, essentially what I said to him was, hey, you added something to your game, that's great, but I want more. Some people could perceive that as, well, you're never happy, you're never satisfied. This guy has snow accumulation in his game, and you can't leave it be. You have to say, well, why stop at snow accumulation if it's not going to impact the player? David doesn't take it the way of, well, can't you just be happy with what I've done? Can't you just be proud of what I accomplished? Can't you just be happy with the game you're going to get? He accepts the feedback. He looks at what he can do as a programmer, and he lets us know it's going to be in the game as far as dynamic weather affecting player and ball physics. I didn't mention the football, guys. He did that. This is what the community should be about. This is the core of what simulation football gamers should talk about. Here are problems. Here are things we want added. And here are them being done. And in my opinion, we've went so long without this being the case from EA Sports that now when other developers do it, we almost don't even know how to react. But I do know one thing. This will get us better football games in our hands. This will happen this year. And there's no two ways around that. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking this out. You know that I'll be back in the week. Actually, you know what? You also know why I'll be back in the week with more commentary.